主君にあだなすとは光秀も受けた大運忘れおったか。
What's going on, guys? Lag again, and thank you for joining me again for a Nioh 2 build video. Alright guys, so I'm returning to you today on an enhancement of the build I released yesterday, my vampire build. Well, today guys, I am finally officially calling this build an in-game build now. I acquired my Yasukani, and I feel I made the best adjustments possible to make this build an all-around do-it-all build in terms of damage, survivability, and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and display to you the new adjustments I made, and I'm hoping that you guys find this build useful. Other than that, let's get right into it. And before we start, guys, there is actually one thing I would like to mention that I did not mention yesterday that I said I would, and that is toughness. Toughness, guys, works currently in the game the way revenants work against you when they're attacking you. So in other words, when you're attacking now, and if your toughness is very, very high, you can poise their attacks. And I mean, you can literally see it and feel it. It feels great to be able to do that, because I noticed earlier, yesterday and today, as I was attacking certain enemies that would literally stagger you when they're attacking you, you would just bounce back. But with toughness this high, that pretty much is out the window. So alright guys, so let's go ahead and discuss these new pieces and adjustments I made to the build. Alright guys, so currently, as I discussed yesterday in the build, I am still using my favorite weapon, which is tonfas. And again, just to say, you know, you want to use a lightning weapon if you're using the Guardian Spirit Hakutaku. Therefore, on your lightning attacks, you're going to get healing. And along with that, you want to make sure that one of the key components is to put life drain on your tonfas or your dual blades. I do, guys, find that tonfas and dual blades work exceptionally well with this build. The switchblade works very well, but those two weapons, in my opinion, are the strongest with this build. I'm not saying that to force you guys to play with tonfas or dual blades. You can try any other weapon you see fit to fit your playstyle, but the way I play and the experimenting I've done, I feel those two weapons are best. Alright, going to my next weapon. Ideally, you would not want a weapon such as this in terms of purity, because if you want to continuously heal yourself, hence your vampire build, you want to make sure you're using lightning along with melee attack life drain. Alright, I'm just playing around with this because you know, I was just playing around earlier with some friends and just farming and stuff, and I just felt like playing with a pure weapon. So alright, rifles don't really matter. Alright guys, so now let's go ahead and go to the pieces. Now, I discovered this piece yesterday in my inventory, and I didn't know I had this, and when I looked at it again, I realized immediately how efficient this will be to the build. And this is called the Water Buffalo Helmet. Look at that very top bonus there. Yeah, you're reading that correctly. It says increase defense when life is recovered. So if you look at it from this perspective, and it works the way I'm about to explain, when you're extracting the Amrita from your attacks. Yeah, you're increasing your defense as you're constantly doing that. Now, from what I could tell in my experimenting earlier in my gameplay, just messing around, this is constantly up as you're attacking. You will see 2 defensive buff symbols on your display while you're attacking. That's correct, guys. So, this along with the other components of the build makes it exceptionally strong now. I mean, I literally, just before the recording of this video, I didn't record myself fighting Kasha, but I obliterated her without even dodging. I went crazy on her. And I mean, she is such a fast boss because she's on the roller skates, but I was just amazed, man. I was like, wow, and I'm proud to be able to use a build like this, man. For the first time in Nioh history, I'm bringing to you guys a defensive build, along with great damage. You know what I'm saying? On my next piece, I'm still using the same chest piece as I discussed yesterday, which is my yōkai cuirass. And again, these rolls are nothing different from yesterday. Alright. Now, as far as my damage increase, it comes from Talismans, guys. And the reason I say that is because there on the bottom where it says damage bonus from equipment weight, you're going to get roughly a 10 to 15% damage bonus from your equipment weight. So based on the amount of equipment weight you have on your build, there you go. So with your Yasukani there, you just basically want to run 3 pieces. If you just want to be a complete tank and go all out with the elements of damage, which is I don't feel necessary because of the other talismans I'm using, which I'll show you in a moment. You can do that, but just rock with 3 pieces, man. Go ahead and you could probably even switch this out if you wanted to, but I feel this is necessary because I like that top bonus. I actually do. So, but for the meantime, here you are, and here are my rolls on my Talismans. Untouched ammo, untouched magic, all that good stuff. And I'm also stacking projectile damage. I like to absorb as much as I can when it comes to getting shot. So eventually I'm going to attempt to do a 100% projectile damage build. And I'm also working on high damage build, guys, but for the meantime I have a mindset of staying alive in this game, especially now knowing that defensive is pretty strong here. Alright, and also here are my rolls on my Talismans waist guard and such. Now, the reason I'm using that key recovery bonus for my Amulet gauge is due to the fact that when you're not using your Guardian Spirit or your, Yōkai Chef, the higher that gauge is, the faster your key will recover. Meaning that you can basically move around a lot better, and, your key will recover a lot faster. And this is really heavy armor, by the way. Talismans is probably the heaviest armor in the game. Alright, I'm going down to my pants. Not necessarily important to have these rolls like this if you don't want. If you just want to be a complete tank, then you can mock this if you like. Alright, let's go to my rolls again for my charms. Again, here it is. Since I'm using lightning, I'm going to stack shock accumulation. And fast and wind recovery is basically when you do get knocked out of key and you get broken, your guard gets broken. It helps you recover your stance and your posture quickly, or faster, Now, going to my Yasukani, guys. So here it is. I have the Yasukani, and as you can see, I have untouched magic on here as well to help me potentially use my talismans without actually using them. I put a bit of elemental damage resistance on here as well. Now, I have noticed one roll I could put on my Yasukani, and I did attempt to put it on my other charms, but it does not seem to roll there. So here you are, life recovery, emerald absorption on my Yasukani. So there's a bit more health recovery on on your build. Also, guys, I am using the Totoyami clan. Now, I realized yesterday when I released my build video that I was not using the Totoyami clan, and I thought I was. But I am officially using that clan in this build video today, as of today, along with these other changes I made to my build. So the healing now is absolutely absurd. I mean, you guys saw it if you happen to watch the earlier gameplay of me demonstrating typical gameplay of how you were, just play in general or farm or whatever, so. And other than that, here are my talismans, elixir, steel, weakness, for a bit of damage boost if you just feel like you need to throw it at that tough enemy or that tough boss. to go ahead and just cut them down as quickly as possible. And again, for my talismans, as of yesterday, like I said, it's the exact same 3 except with one exception: resistance talisman. And this guy works for any damage towards you, such as fire damage, poison, and paralysis. It gives you a bit of resistance towards that. And from what I can tell, it's pretty high. It's pretty high, man. So, you know. Alright, and other than that, guys, like I said yesterday, my guardian spirits are still Hakutaku. And for my second guardian spirit, I am using Shenroku. Alright, just to get a bit of more life drain on my strong attacks. Okay. And also, as far as my cores again, I am using Kasha still, I'm using Gaki, and on this particular build, I did get a really good Namahage soul core that I decided to use. So, you know, it works basically the same as Gaki, except the attack is a lot more brutal because Namahage is a larger yokai form. So, alright guys, that's about all, man. An enhanced version of my vampire build. If you guys find the video useful, you know, hey, leave a comment in the comment section below, or if you feel like there's some enhancement that I didn't notice that could be made, you know, hey, I'm all for good comments, bad comments, it don't matter, you know, an opinion is an opinion. So, but other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoy the build if you decide to play around with it. And other than that, I am going to get up out of here, guys, and get back to farming. And I'm hoping perhaps I can get another Yasukani. I want to try to wear 2 of them and get a bit more healing on my build. So, but alright guys, man, you guys be safe out there again, and I'll catch y'all later, man.